From the great state of Texas, this is the latest episode of the ETX ROCKS Show. Nestled in the piney woods of East Texas, the ETX ROCKS Show delivers the stories and songs of talented artists of all genres, all styles, from the unheralded and unheard to the legends and beyond. We bring a passion for music and a drive to go behind the curtain with our guests. We focus on all artists, from LA to New York, Nashville down to Texas, and everywhere in between. ETX is our location, not a limitation. Now, as always, it's viewers and listeners like you out there that are our biggest support for the show. If you want to contribute to the show, please do so by donating to www.paypal.me/ETXRocks. And thank you for tuning in. Wherever you're tuned in, please hit the like, follow, and or subscribe buttons. And now, for another great episode of ETX Rocks. Hey guys, Boston Chris here, and we are really excited to introduce to y'all episode number 5 of Songbirds and Troubadours, presented by yours truly, Boston Chris. And as you know, if you're following along with the show, we really are huge fans of the singer-songwriter in the state of Texas. And so this show is designed to show focus on the singer-songwriter. And so every week we're going to feature 2 different songwriters in a song swap fashion. What you'll hear on every show is 6 original songs from each original artist. And today on the show we have Heather Harper from Tyler, Texas. And also we have Owen Tyner from Lindale, Texas. So both from the East Texas area this week. And you guys will find that a lot of times we'll have a lot of East Texas artists, singer-songwriters on the show, but we'll also have some from different parts of Texas. But we also focus on singer-songwriters from all over the state of Texas and even outside of Texas. So to start episode 5, Heather Harper, tell us a little bit about where you're from and tell us about your journey so far in music.
I'm from Tyler, Texas. I have moved away for a little bit, but come back because there's no place like home.
Yeah.
I've really been involved.
Does that involve ruby slippers as well? Or?
Oh, well, you know, click, click. We got back home. Well, I've pretty much been involved in music since birth because my entire family, stop. She laughs every time I say that. My entire family is like involved with music, so I grew up with pretty much everyone having a guitar or playing something, and
right.
Started singing in church, and then from there it went on to just performing with my mom. I believe my first show was at the Chandler City Hall. Speaking of Chandler,
wow.
Yeah, I was 10 years old.
Represent.
And singing some old school country songs from the Judds, and I think it was the Judds and some other groups.
It was just the Judds.
Yeah, just the Judds. Okay. Anyway, but here recently, I've had the opportunity and being able to go around and perform in East Texas, and I didn't think it would take off like it did so quick.
And you are heavily booked around East Texas.
Heavily booked.
And as a solo artist, that's
constantly
awesome.
drinking coffee.
Yeah, you gotta have the coffee. Briar's in the house. What's up, Steve? I got you. That's right. Heather Harper is one of the busiest people in East Texas when it comes to solo shows, and 2017 was a huge year for you. You had all kinds of award nominations, both with ETX Music and the Arklatex Music Awards as well.
Right.
So it was a huge year for you last year.
Very huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Plus
wasn't
the EP
expecting
came out too
Very
last
blessed.
year, right?
Yeah. The Moonlight and Emotion songs came
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
So yeah, it was a big year for her. We're really excited to have you here on Songbirds and Troubadours. And first time, obviously, it's only the 5th episode. This is a brand new thing, but thank you for coming out.
Sure. I'm glad to be here.
So Owen Tyner from Lindale, Texas is also here. Now, Owen's been involved in music forever, all kinds of different genres as well. So tell us a little bit about your music journey.
Well, I grew up in Mineola.
Okay,
then,
Wood County?
Wood County, yeah. And then I went to school at Texas A&M University down in College Station down there, and met some guys down there and realized we had some of the same influences and put a band together right about 2000, 2001, and that was a wonderful time to be in the Texas Red Dirt scene.
Yeah.
And
that's really when it was burgeoning.
On the front side of the bubble.
Right.
Yeah. And toured everywhere, man. We hit it all the time. It was a lot of fun. When she's talking about needing the coffee, I was like, man, I remember those those days. I did that for about 6 years. I was really honestly going to try to hang it up, and I had some friends of mine say, just think about it for a little bit.
That never happens.
No, it just doesn't. And And I took a job up here in East Texas after doing it solo or with a couple other groups. And I play mandolin too, so I played with other groups and other guys I've met. And I moved back up here just to kind of get a fresh start, and didn't take very long before I was itching again, and I was calling places and right back in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And,
and I know you're a big part of the Tyler music scene as well.
I try to be. Yeah. I try to be. I still have the wife and the kids and a very young child, so there are promises that I have to keep on a monthly and weekly basis. But in the back of my mind, that echo is still there. You know what I mean? The reverb never leaves the station, and
the creativeness never goes away either. Yeah.
No, and I have. And my wife is very understanding in that, you know, if he doesn't get this, I don't know. I don't want to see what it's like if he doesn't have it. So, so there's that. So
the understanding's good, though. It's good to have that support.
Yes, it is.
All right, guys. So we are excited. This is episode number 5 of Songbirds and Troubadours with Heather, Harper, Owen, Tyner. Original music coming your way next. Don't go anywhere.
All right. This song is called Mr. Right, and I wrote it for my husband. We've been married for 9 years this year, so it's about time I wrote him something, right? Anyway, here you guys go.
This is a song that kind of came out of some family things that were going on. I had an uncle who had some health problems at the time, and it kind of comes from this generation where they don't ask for help, if you know what I mean by that. And so he was having these health problems, and he went to the doctor, and he said, "Well, this is a problem." He said, "Well, if I don't do anything, how much time do I got left?" And the doctor said, "About a year and a half." And he goes, "That'll work." And needless to say, it didn't work for the rest of us. And he got whatever it was taken care of, and it was fine. But it really brought this idea of out about how we as men, especially that generation, my father included in that, they're just very proud people. Their fathers were too, and they're supposed to have it together, and we always looked up at them like, you know, they had it together. So anyway, that's where this kind of comes from, because I certainly didn't have it together at that time, and I still don't. To be honest with you. It's a song called Proud. By the look in your eyes, I can tell you're lonely. Saturday night just gets you through. You wanna go somewhere to get somewhere, no one's there to save you. By the sound of your voice, I can tell you're frightened. Who knows how long it's been? You take a break to do another take and make the same mistakes again. You're so proud, you won't cry out loud. Even if you got someone you can cry to, you can't win. No, you won't give in even when you try to. Darling, you're so proud. And you turn your back and smile. Inside you're so broken hearted. You know you can walk 1,000 miles. You'll be right back where you started. So you poke around for trouble. You bet it all on your sympathy pain. But through your heart of lies you realize I'm still your Novocaine. You're so proud, you won't cry out loud. Even if you got someone you can cry to, you can't win. Now you won't give in even when you try to. Darling, you're so proud.
Thanks. Alright. This one's called Shouldn't Have Fallen. I kind of wrote it back in the beginning of my high school years when I had a horrible breakup but was still in love with a guy. So, here we go.
Baby, I was so
kind of known for giving people nicknames, and not necessarily creative ones. I mean, Boston Chris would be kind of on the lines that I would. One of my friends from college, first thing he said to me was, "Hi, I'm John. I'm from Portugal," and of course he was Portugal John from that point on. Portugal John, still Portugal John to me. So traveling around doing this and meeting people doing various things for a long time, those nicknames started to pour in, and I realized that either people really hate me for them. Some people don't even know that they have those nicknames. They're kind of those names that you call them when they're not around, but not necessarily bad. It's just like, I wouldn't call the guy Big Fat Tony to his face, but to my friends, other friends to me, that's Big Fat Tony. So this is a few of them I kind of strung together for a song. Not any underlying meaning or anything like that, other than keep your head up. So. We got to intro the name of the song, don't we? What am I going to call this one this time? Throw Away the Blues. How about that? Throw Away the Blues. Bareback Betty's got no Ford and a brand new pair of shoes. Sells repair tires for $15. Spins stories about Baton Rouge. Yeah, one time she met Elvis. He said it looked a little like me. It might be the way I wear my guitar, or it might be she can't see. And the woman said, do what you do. There ain't no flies on you. I'll throw away them blues. Yeah, Slingshot Charlie spent his whole life pulling that black gold from the earth. He's got 3 dogs, a son, and 2 ex-wives, and he's working on the third. Blows $100 bets on football. Throws a party every time he wins. He says, hey, everybody call me Pump Jack, but his belt buckle just says Jim. And the man says, do what you do. There ain't no flies on you. Throw away them blues. Yeah, Cindy says she never loved nobody but her granddad. Yeah, Terry's working on his 13th broken heart. Yeah, and he said he stopped going to church to make his mom mad. But he takes his kids to school each day singing, how great thou art. Ferris wheel Fanny left high school in the spring of '89. Cause bingo down at the Veterans Hall does tattoos on the side. It says everybody got the secrets. She got a couple to tell. And for $45 and a moon pie, she got a couple more for sale. And the woman says, do what you do. There ain't no flies on you. Yeah, mama said, do what you do. Throw away them blues.
Yeah. Sounds like some sheep right over there. Alright, this one's called Stronger Than You. I just had written this actually about a friend who was going through a bad relationship, so I write a lot of those because I see people go through stuff that just makes you want to write. So anyway, Stronger Than You.
this one is a. I'll go ahead and preface this. But I used to tour a lot, and even on the nights that we weren't playing shows, that I might be living in a college town, you do a lot of going out to other people's shows and shaking hands and talking to people and things like that. Or sometimes you come home from a show that doesn't pay you enough money to get a hotel, or they didn't set you up, so you're coming back at around 5:30, 6 in the morning. And when you drive back those late hours, a lot of times you come home, you don't go to bed right then. The rest of the neighborhood is in bed, and a lot of times your roommate's in bed. But sometimes there's a guitar in the corner, and you go, well, that sounds like a pretty good idea right now. And I'd wake up in the morning sometimes, and there'd be like little scribbles of notes written down beside my bed, or around my bed, or on the couch, or in the living room, or something. Sometimes chemically aided, and sometimes not. But so I started keeping this notepad behind my bed, and I would wake up in the morning sometimes, and there'd be song lyrics there, almost entire songs about stuff I don't know what I'm talking about. Sometimes they were great. Sometimes there was an entire song about hamster nipples, and you didn't know what that was about. But this is one of those ones that was beside my bed in the morning, and the cool thing about it was I don't know what chord progression I was playing the night before, but I do know what chord progression I had been working with at that point, and I could make it work, I guess. So this is as close as I have to a relationship song. So best way I could think this would be about something, if it's about maybe like one night stands or something like that. I know there was an idea at one time that if people have wedding songs, right, and they walk down the aisle and they pay musicians like $150 to play one song for a wedding, that's a great idea. So if I had a wedding song, I can make money doing that. And then if I had a one-night stand song, then that happens way more often than weddings. So I can get a lot more money. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of at the time. This is called the Start It Over. Sorry, I say it again. This is called Start It Over. Don't have to say it's over. I'm lonelier than you. I've heard all your alibis. There's no need to say you're sorry. You know it ain't it's you. I can see it in your eyes. I just wanna lie about you. I just wanna die without you. Can we start this all over? Can we start it all over? Can we start this all over? Can you smell me on your pillow? I can still smell you a little stronger every night. Honey, you made me your fool. Baby, I made you mine too. Never even tried. I just wanna laugh about ya. I just wanna die without ya. Can we start this all over? Can we start it all over? Can we start this all over? I get shuffled, I get twisted. Guess my timing's just that bad. Wish we weren't both so tight-fisted. We lost all we never had. I just wanna lie about ya. I just wanna die without ya. Can we start this all over? Can we start it all over? Can we start this all over? Can we start it all over? Can we start this all over? Can we start it all over?
All right, guys, so you've been listening to Heather, Harper, and Owen Tyner, all original music. You've heard 3 songs each from each of these amazing songwriters. And now we're going to have a question and answer segment between Owen and Heather. And this is going to work the same way the songs were. It's going to be a question swap instead of a song swap, though. And you guys know, if you're following along with the ETX ROCKS Show, I've interviewed hundreds of artists now. And now I get to sit back and watch the artists interview each other. So this is always a fun little segment that we're doing. And I don't think anybody else is really doing this. So you'll only get to see this here on Songbirds and Troubadours. So y'all check this out right after this message. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, I'm Amy Holden. Thank you for tuning in to the ETX ROCKS Show.
So, Owen, when did you start songwriting?
Started songwriting when I was 17 years old. I'll never forget it. I was sitting in my room really wanting this girl to go out with me big time. And the song I never even thought about writing songs up to that point. Just playing songs at that time. And I was playing one, and I just started saying something. I was like, wait a minute, am I writing a song right now? And I totally did. And I finished the song, and then 2 weeks later, I was at I entered myself into a talent show, the Rotary Club talent show in Mineola, Texas. And this is actually a funnier story than I thought it was going to be. Sang the song, okay, didn't think anything about it. Sang the song and a couple other songs, left and went to something else I had to do. So I couldn't even wait for the end. And I knew she was going to be there, and that was the whole point. So I was going to sing the song in front of her, and she was going to fall in love, and it was going to be great. But I was going to leave, so she had to think about it, right? So anyway, so later on that night, people came to where I was, and they handed me $75 for winning second place. First place was won by Casey Musgraves, by the way. And she was like 12 years old at the time. But yeah, so I won second place and never got the girl. So but that started it. That started, I picked up a guitar to fall in love, and then fell in love with the guitar.
Yeah, look where you're at now.
There you go.
Hey.
You do a really good job of bringing your personal experiences into your songs. That's something I have huge difficulty with. Whenever I feel an emotion or whatever, I pick it up, set it to the side, and write about somebody else. I'm really good at painting a picture on a flat canvas, not allowing too much of myself in the song. Whereas you put a lot of your heart into a song, that's putting yourself out there. Was there ever a time that you couldn't do that, or is that what you used to motivate you, or what?
I want to say that I don't think there was ever a time I couldn't do that. I want to say that's what motivated me the most to start songwriting. I just started with poems, and then they turned into songs, and I never thought that it would come this far with songwriting, but it has. And yeah, I guess I didn't know that it was something a lot of people could do, I guess because it comes so easy to me, but I guess not for everyone else. But anytime I'm feeling an emotion, it can be like right this second, I'm like, I gotta write it down right now, or I will forget it. But that's a lot of how I do my songwriting. Sometimes I can write a song in 5 minutes, depending on how I'm feeling, or it can take me weeks. It just depends on my mood and everything. But yeah, I guess I do put a lot of my emotions in my songs, and I kind of feel like a lot of people probably go through the same things that I go through, and I feel like maybe putting my experiences into a song will help somebody else. You never know who you're going to reach out to in your song. So, my turn. Okay. When did you realize that you wanted to get involved in the music business?
It's definitely not the music friends. It's the music business,
right, like
for sure.
Like,
it started out as friends. I decided I wanted to do it when I was in college, and I was going to get a degree. That was kind of like a non-negotiable thing with myself and kind of my family too. But I had my own ambition to get my college degree. But at that same time, when the music started rolling out, and I started to write music and meet other people, and they were writing music too, and it became less about a business and more about the art. And you turned around and you look behind you and you go, "Oh my goodness, I'm dragging a business here." That would have been about 2002 or something like that. I think that's about when it happened. I think so many people, and they still do. I mean, even there's friends of mine that still are trying to make it or whatever. But I feel like they've taken that business part and drug it in front of the horse, if you will. And now it's changed the way their art is.
Yeah, that's true.
And so, I don't know if that answers your question or not, but that is it's something I have a passion about. I feel like that if we can stay in the moment and do what we're supposed to be doing because we love to do it,
Exactly.
and let the business follow
what I'm in
us.
it for, because I love it.
And once the business gets in front, man, I just feel like your motivation changes and the art changes.
That's definitely true. I couldn't agree more.
You got kids. I got kids. Okay? I'm not going to make that stupid question where you say, when do you have time to write? Because you have a 2-year-old, right? But do you feel like when you're doing this music thing, do you put yourself ahead a little bit in about the legacy and something for your children? You want them to join you in it in the future or anything like that?
I get asked a lot, how do I make time for my family versus music? Is that basically what you're asking?
A little bit, but I think you do that already. You can make time. You've already made time.
I think you learn to adapt to it. It's hard at first. I mean, it's still always going to be hard, but you learn to adapt to it, and you have to have that support from your family, because without that support, there's no time for it, you know? But yeah, I totally want my kids to be involved in the future. I've already got them a drum set. Well, Santa Claus got them a drum set for for Christmas. And they both have little ukulele guitars, little toy guitars, because they're not old enough, I feel, yet to have a real guitar set. They have to earn that. They have to show me they can take care of the toy guitar and drum set first. But they all the time watch me songwrite and play music and see me singing at shows and stuff, and I just see how much they love people's reaction and how they see me on stage doing it. And I remember when I was little, seeing my mom do these things, I wanted to be in her spot. So sure, one day if they want to grow up and be like me and play the guitar, I'm all for it. If they even get further than me in this business, that's fine too. Go for it. If they don't want to, I'm okay with that too. I'm up for whatever their decision is in life.
Cool.
Man, great questions, guys.
Yeah.
So now both of y'all were talking about silly questions beforehand.
Well, we have to have one.
And you guys asked
one
some great
silly
questions.
question.
All right, so what's the silly question? You want me to ask it?
Yes.
All right, so should I ask
You
the
have
one that
better
you were
silly
talking about
questions.
earlier?
No.
All right, so what flavor of Pop-Tart are you and why?
Oh my gosh. What flavor? What flavors are there besides strawberry and blueberry? I guess you have every kind of flavor, don't you?
Probably. I mean, we had someone choose gasoline earlier.
What?
Yeah,
That's a
he
Pop-Tart?
didn't want anybody to eat them.
I guess I would say Oreo because I love chocolate. I don't know.
Okay.
Is that good?
Sure. Owen?
I'm the Pop-Tart that fell out of the box, and it's in the back of the pantry, and you find it like 8 months later.
So you just really
and
stale.
you open it up when no one's around to see if it still tastes good.
Owen is completely stale, is what it is.
Oh, man.
And lost and stale. So guys, you've been, this was great questions by both artists. I'm really excited about that segment because it always comes out really good to hear the insight that you can offer each other as artists, because you're both songwriters, you're both great at what you do in different ways. So it's always cool to see that collective sharing among artists. And I'm really excited about all of this that we're doing with Songbirds and Troubadours. We have more original music coming at you right now.
This song is called For My Daughter. I kind of got the inspiration of writing it from my mom. It's kind of in a way about her. So that's pretty much it.
When I was young,
It's not forever. I will see you again someday. So I say this message for my daughter.
So this song's called "Same for You," and it kind of came out of hanging out in this restaurant that a friend of mine owned. You have people that you ever been to, like, walking through the mall or Six Flags or something. You hear like half the conversation of somebody walking by, like, "I'm so glad we got that teddy bear. I never would have found those ball bearings," or whatever it is that they're saying, and you're like, what is that? And you want to walk over, what were you talking about? I got to put that in my mind. And, so I would catch these, and then the neat thing about this place was, on like Monday nights, they would clear all the tables out of the middle and the bottom of the restaurant and put up nets and then throw dodgeballs at each other. And then like Tuesday night was like open mic night, and then Wednesday night was salsa night, and then so you had this constant different group of people coming in all the time. And I drank free. So I would sit at the end of the bar and I would catch these people come up as they're waiting for their drink and they're telling these stories to each other. And I started writing them down. And so I tried to put them together, and I couldn't find anything like a little turn of phrase that that would make it all kind of come together. And I had this roommate at the time, came home. Actually, it was a couple years earlier, but it works better for the story that it was at that time. But this guy came home and he threw his book bag on the couch and said, "I'm done." And I said, what do you mean you're done? And he's like, "She's changing the curtains." And he's talking about his girlfriend and her house. He doesn't even live there. And I said, "Well, what does that matter?" He goes, "It's just one more thing." And all I needed was one more thing for my song. So I decided to take the curtains from him and put them on my song. And it makes no sense right now, just like all the crap I just said before. But it will when you hear this song. So this is a song called "Same for You," and for my buddies back in College Station, "Flippy Flappy Flu." I got two girls that want me, two girls that don't. I got two girls that say they miss me, two girls that won't. One girl loved me, but she walked right out my door, left me for another that she loved a little more. There's curtains on my wall and there's dishes in my sink. And the girl behind the bar says I've had too much to drink. They say I've got it all, but I don't care what they think. And I wish that I could say the same to you. Wish I could say the same to you. I got patience by the number, passion by the pound, and half for sale and half the price when your chips are down. You can hold me if you want to, love me if you dare. Just understand that I'll be leaving when I start to care. There's curtains on my wall and there's dishes in my sink. And the girl behind the bar says I've had too much to drink. They say I've got it all, but I don't care what they think. And I wish I could say the same to you. Wish I could say the same to you. Yeah, I've had my share of falls, I guess I begged and loved and cried. I've been weaker than I've ever been, but I still never lied to you. But you did. Looks like the party's over now. I'm still staring at my page. Some fuel misfiring gasoline, mine's sentimental rage. 2 parts whiskey, 3 parts pain. These heartaches don't come cheap. Lord, I know I'll live tonight. Please just let me sleep. There's dishes in my sink and there's curtains on my wall. And the girl behind the bar just yelled at me last call. You know I ain't got nothing left when I give everything my all. And I wish I could say the same to you. Wish you still love me like I do. Buy a pair of shoes, move to Timbuktu with those monkeys in your zoo. You find enough boy who do whatever you tell him to do. He get all messed up on glue, watch Bunklow Scooby-Doo. We thought everybody knew. Oh, flippy flappy blue.
Alright. This is called Turn It Up. Felt like writing something fun. It kind of takes me back to when we drive crazy up and down Broadway in Tyler, you know, before traffic got bad, but high school days. Not turn it up as in drinking or whatever, but turn it up like for music, so, and cruising, so. Everybody gets the wrong idea when I say turn it up.
Turn it up, not turned up.
Right, there we go. But they still think,
It's okay,
think
I
of it
learned a
that
lot
way.
of things about him I
so.
didn't know about too.
Right? Ignition on, giving place. Music's up, feel the bass. As we cruise through the town, gotta put that pedal down. So turn the music
cool. It was really cool when I was growing up in Mineola. When I turned 16, my dad was the mayor of Mineola. So when I turned 16, I had a 1970 Chevrolet pickup truck with 18-inch glass packs, 350 burn rubber at the stoplight, and I could race the cops, you know. And they would stop me and pull me over from time to time, and I'd say, I used to have one of these trucks, say hi to your dad for me, you know, and it's really, really cool. I found out when I went to school at Texas A&M University down there that the cops there really didn't give a shit. My dad was mayor of Mineola at all. They'll put you up for free, what they say is free, for a night. And back then I was a lot lighter in weight than I am now. But you can imagine a guy like me going into a place like that. I didn't look like I could really hold myself in a fight or anything, so I decided I was going to make friends, which is what I normally do. And so I found a couple of guys in there who looked like they could protect me in a situation like that. And we started talking, and their names were Slim and Ray Ray. And Slim and Ray Ray and me, we had something in common. We quickly figured out that we had all made choices that put us there that evening. Some of us had made one choice and we were there, and some of us made a series of choices along the way, and this was just the next one that got us into that situation. But these guys are a wealth of knowledge, like which bail bondsman to call and all that stuff. And so we had the night to ourselves there in Cell Block K, and I was writing a lot of songs at the time, and I said, well, guys, why don't we write a song about this? So there in Cell Block K in Brazos County Jail, there's part of this song carved on the wall with what Ray Ray called a toothbrush. It's a little song about choices here. It's called Ballplayer. I was gonna be a ball player when I was 17. I could throw a fastball better than anyone ever seen. But the pressure broke my elbow just as I had learned to sing. I was gonna be a ball player when I was 17. I was gonna be a ball player, but then I learned to sing. I was gonna go to college, but then Jenny had a kid. She probably should have left me if she knew the things I did. Sure, I wonder what I missed back then, but I keep my feelings hid. I was gonna go to college, but then Jenny had a kid. I was gonna go to college, but then Jenny had our kid. Yeah, I could have flown a rocket ship if I had done well in school. I was gonna be a poet once, but I turned out a fool. Could have worn a suit to work if I'd only tried. Mama swore she'd see me a rich man someday before she died. But I was never much for kissing ass, and my shirt don't match my tie. I could have worn a suit to work if I'd only tried. Could have worn a suit to work, but I can't tie. Watch me work.
Like that.
Thank you. This is the last go around here?
Oh man. Alright. This song is called This Addiction. I know they really say alcohol is not really addiction, but if you kind of look at it, it can be. It can be, I think. I've actually had a friend go through this, so this is kind of about that friend. And I wanted to kind of write a positive song about it to help lift them to get over it. So this is kind of what this is about. So this addiction. He's got his whiskey bottle and a cigarette. Doesn't know what to do with himself just yet. Stays up all night long, thinking about what went wrong. He passes out at 3 a.m., wakes up, does it all again. This addiction, it has you. You can make it through. Don't give up. There's only one you, and you can make it right tonight. 1 year later, he puts the bottle down. Realizes there's more to life than round. Stays up all night long, thinking how he is strong. Now he can clearly see what it takes to be free. This addiction, it has you. You can make it through. Don't give up. There's only one you, and you can make it right tonight. We all struggle, we all fall. You are not alone at all. Now's the time to make it right. This addiction, it has you. You can make it through. Don't give up. There's only one you, and you can make it right tonight. You can make it right tonight through this addiction.
Nice.
Great song.
Oh, that's fun. This one is this one's kind of a prayer about how to about getting out of a slump, mentally, spiritually, physically, getting out of a slump. I was really jealous. I had this roommate that was an insane songwriter, and you know how that goes. You know somebody that's really, really good. We both know a lot of people who live around here that might have red hair or not. They're
Yeah.
really, really good, and they drive me crazy how good they are. And anyway, this guy was in my band, so I should be reaping the benefits of his awesome songs. So
Oh, his ears are burning.
yeah, exactly. But he was a really good songwriter, and I was just fists of rage, man. Like Christina with Britney, early 2000s Christina, you know, just hated that. But and I loved him at the same time. He's incredible. But anyway, where was I? Oh, so this is a song kind of, it was born out of that and then became kind of just this plea of what was kind of going on anywhere else. So I kind of pull everything into one thing. It's called Kiss. You know I'll come back around, just like I said I would. I never say goodbye, when we both know I should. Jealousy is just easy, you know I met her once before. She came by returning the red shoes that she borrowed from the girl next door. So steal your kiss upon my lips, let it run down my shirt, while the boys stay home on the wire and girls, they go out and flirt. You know I always been a sucker, baby, for a yellow miniskirt. Ah, kiss me, baby, kiss me, it hurts. My confidence is shaking, they say it happens to the best. I just need my little push, get a shot at a lucky guess. I'll know I'll learn how to fly just as soon as I reach the mountain. God knows I've thrown my fair share of pennies in the fountain. So steal your kiss upon my lips, let it run down my shirt, while the boys stay home on the wire and girls, they go out and flirt. You know I always been a sucker, baby, for a yellow miniskirt. I kiss me, baby, but kiss me, it hurts. Flickers of hope that catch my eye, get so hard not to doubt you. I'll sleep alone again tonight, but I'll never dream without you. You're my last confession, you've heard these promises before, and I watched my intentions turn to shadows on my floor. So carry me down quickly from this platform where I sit. I'm as faithful as they come, my darling, but as nervous as they get. So steal your kiss upon my lips, let it run down my shirt, while the boys stay home on the wire and girl, they go out and flirt. You know I always been a sucker, baby, for a yellow miniskirt. I kiss me, baby, said now kiss me, and I kiss me, baby, I kiss me, it hurts.
Alright guys, so again, Owen Tyner and Heather Harper, both basically from the Tyler area. But no, anyway, again, Songbirds and Troubadours. So tell people out there who may be hearing about you for the first time how they can follow you on social media and your webpage, where they can get your music, stuff like that.
Well, if you forget my social media links, you can just go directly to my website. Everything is underneath there, like where to find me on Facebook, YouTube, Reverb, Instagram, Twitter, heatherharpermusic.com. I go by the name Heather Nicole Harper. That's Nicole with the K. So I kind of have to because there's another Heather Harper singer out there. So
It's
had
at,
to draw in the cold.
official Heather Harper.
Yeah, that's
Facebook.
my username for Facebook and Instagram. And Twitter, it's Heather N. Harper.
Right.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Make sure you're following along with everything this young lady's doing. She's making big moves in East Texas, playing every weekend. Just about every weekday,
even sometimes during the week,
yeah. I mean, just big stuff going on, and you just don't know how much support it is to an artist just to hit that like or follow button on social media. Owen, same question. Where can folks follow along with your stuff?
Just facebook.com/Owen Tyner Music. Real easy. ReverbNation.com/Owen Tyner, and I think I'm Owen Tyner 02 on Instagram.
Because oxygen is a good thing.
Yes, O2. That's actually where it comes from. So. And it's 02, not O2.
Okay.
But yeah, 02. Owen Tyner 02 on the Instagram thing. So.
And that's TINER.
TINER, yes.
Right. So you guys, it's Owen Tyner and Heather Harper, and we'll have all of their stuff in the description below. You can click on all of their stuff down there and hit the like button, the follow button, and help these guys out a lot. If there's a venue watching that wants to book you guys, where would you send them for that?
Same for me, yeah.
HeatherHarperMusic.com, everything on there, social media, and a contact button.
Very cool. And I'm sure you guys would play damn near anywhere if they wanted to, right?
Pretty close.
Oh, yeah, pretty close what he said.
Yeah, so like even like the pig feet stores. I don't know if that's a thing or not.
I've paid a bait shop before.
All right, so you guys have been watching the 5th episode of Songbirds and Troubadours, presented by the ETX ROCKS Show, and yours truly, Boston Chris. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to follow along with everything that the ETX ROCKS Show does, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're located at ETX ROCKS. On this YouTube channel, on this I said YouTube channel. It's been a long day. Give me a break.
I think it has for all of us.
On this YouTube channel where you're watching, please hit that subscribe button. That'll help us a lot as we try to reach 1,000 subscriptions by February 20th. Because YouTube changed their settings on there, and so now in order to stay a partner with YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subs. So hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube, and smash that like button too if you like these guys and the music that they played tonight. That'll let us know that you like what we have going on out there. As we always say on this show, we want to thank all of you guys out there for always supporting live music of all genres, all styles, even songwriters. And don't ever forget that ETX rocks.
Howdy folks, this is Aaron Watson.
This is Bree Bagwell.
This is Jake. And this is Walter from Rocky Queen.
This is Curtis Grimes.
Monty Pittman.
This is Doug Supernon.
I'm Heather Little.
This is Rob Redwan.
Ho! Hey folks, I'm WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Hey guys, I'm Katie Lynn, and make sure to tune in to ETX Rocks with
Boston Chris.
Hello, y'all. This is Ronnie Millsap, and thanks for tuning in to the ETX ROCKS Show.
Tough guy. Ho!
Hey guys, we're Blacktop Mojo, and thank you for tuning in to ETX Rocks.